Games to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, had a game show. It's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste, you ain't got no time to talk. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste, you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus I'm you and 8 acres. A lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'm a fucker, then I leave her. It's the old Mac needs, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac needs.
Break the work down, it's fist to move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fist to move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through, wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dumping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tail, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supplier. Random Uber man, he a getaway drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the as I make my way. The fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Put your life together.
You notice that quote. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.
What up, fantasy football hustler back at you.
Hey, I'm on time.
Yeah, I bet you've been sitting there for like 30 minutes.
I mean, listen, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I just got here.
Hey, shout out to Derek. What up? Salute.
What it do?
Shout out to Antonio. Salute.
So twin.
Shout out to Emil. What up? Minnesota Marty in the house on YouTube and on Twitch. You da man. Make sure everybody go resubscribe if you're using Amazon Prime. I think it's about that time I see Crispy and Marty resubscribed with Amazon Prime. So it's probably about a month since we started shouting this out.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's see. Marty said I'm upset with myself for the 32-man league blunder. Had Jacoby and Cooks and no other wide receivers. It's tough, man. Like, I don't even know who you would have picked up to be able to go start. It's not like there's startable offensive guys out there really on the waivers.
You ain't lying. I mean, unless like you were privy to get Mac Hollins.
Damn.
That's such a 32 team play, huh?
Yeah, for sure. And he just hits. For a 32 teamer, you get like 2 receptions, 20 yards. Like you're
Woo!
about that.
I told you, motherfuckers.
Braden, what up? Should I trade Amon-Ra St. Brown for Josh Jacobs and Michael Thomas?
No.
Nah. I'm holding.
Emil's
cracking up at the Bill Bogard check.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? I just left it from last night. We was watching the Patriots game, you know what I mean? I am the evil emperor, Bill Bogard check.
Dennis, what up?
What up, Dennis?
Captain Joe King, what up? He said, loving the stream, already a sub. Let's get it. Should I trade Amari Cooper and Miles Sanders for AJ Brown?
Yep.
Do it.
Fuck yeah. Like yesterday.
What up, Robert? Robert in the house. What up?
Hi, Robert.
All right, Jay. He said he wants the updates on Barkley. Let me give you the updates on Barkley that just came in because before the show, when we were doing Overreaction Monday, we heard that it could be a high ankle sprain, but it came out after the MRIs and everything. It's actually just a quote unquote, this is what they said, ordinary ankle sprain.
Okay,
And they said he should be sidelined for about 3 weeks. Which he was sidelined for the high ankle sprain. Come on, guys. Let's make it make sense.
Yeah. I just want to show y'all something. Listen, all right? Okay, this right here is an ankle. All right? See this right here? This the part, it's the ankle. It's the leg where the leg connects to the foot. See what I'm saying? See how it does that? He's hurt right here. It's a regular one, though. If it was a high ankle, it'd be like over here. You know what I'm saying? But see, this right here, it's a regular ankle. Okay?
Oh, man. See, we're better.
Fantasy doctors.
Way better than the fantasy doctors.
I'm a real ankle. They show him no fucking bones and stuff.
Tino said, bro, your nuts are hanging out.
Hey, see, that's why I kept pointing at my ankle, though. You know, it's a sleight of the hand. Don't look at my balls.
Oh, man, I saw this video yesterday, and it was this guy recording. It was a shark that had come up on the beach, but there was like a chick in like a thong right there, and he was like, yeah, just like a shark, you know, just right up on the beach. He's like zooming in on her ass. Like, man, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen, just shark over here on the beach.
Man, if the shark had bit his ass, that would have been hell
Oh man. And Jay, he said, "Laugh my ass off. He'll be back by week 4." I mean, man, a high ankle sprain is what, like 6 to 8 weeks or something, 5 to 8
4 to
weeks.
6.
Yeah, and he came back in 3. This is an ordinary one. He'll be back in a week.
What's crazy is like it might not be if they say 3 weeks. That's like overshooting it. I guess for a running back, because you could be a receiver, have a regular ankle sprain, you're back and you might miss 1 week. You know what I mean? They'll tape you up.
Because see, the thing with Barkley, he's got to play to hit those incentives. He's got to. I mean, it's not all about his playing time, but I just mean the numbers and the TDs and all that shit he's got to accumulate. It makes it harder. You miss a game.
Yeah, we'll see. You ain't lying.
But they said that he should be missing about 3 weeks. That's the timetable that they gave us. That's from the Giants. Now, how about I was just going to kind of go team by team and just see if there's anybody really worth mentioning who is, like Buda Baker, for example, has just started the Cardinals. Inactive on Sunday, hamstring injury. This is something that's just going to just continue to linger and linger. And I think I know he got restructured, but I bet he's going to be making business decisions a lot.
Yeah, they're a bad team too.
Yeah.
Or they're a team that's not trying to win, and they're bad.
Yeah.
They got it all figured out.
For the Falcons, man, see, it sucked that they didn't put Troy Anderson into the concussion protocol like right away, like right after the game. It was like they found the shit out on Tuesday or something.
Yeah, it's supposed to be when you first report your symptoms.
Yeah. Marty said Buddha went on the IR. I didn't even see that. Well, I guess there's no more smoking Buddha right now for Buddha. But yeah, so I'm assuming we get Troy Anderson back this week. We still had no Jeff Okuda. That's 2 weeks in a row with no Jeff Okuda. Adafi Owa. So we're getting on to the Ravens. Sprained ankle for him. So he left the game. Now we got all the ID. Now we're talking, the full week 2 injury report. We'll get the IDP injuries in there as well. ODB, we mentioned him on this morning's injuries. They said he's not expected to miss any time.
OBJ.
Is that, yeah, OBJ. He's not as cool as ODB.
Yeah, don't do that. Let's clarify this.
We're going to have to be monitoring Ronnie Stanley, Tyler Lindenbaum, Marlon Humphreys all week. All of them are out. I don't think any of them really played last week. Practiced last week at all. So we're still going to be monitoring this. But this is not good for Lamar, and it's definitely not good for their run game if Stanley and Linderbaum miss again.
I think that's my mom that just pulled up, actually. I just saw a text. She's like, I'm in the neighborhood. Yeah, pull up.
There we go. Some injuries for the Bills on the defensive side, Leonard Floyd and Micah Hyde. So let's see. Leonard Floyd was an ankle injury. Micah Hyde, hamstring injury. So we'll be following that all week.
Okay. Should I explain to them what an ankle is again?
No. This time, what the hamstring is.
Okay. See, the hamstring, right? See, y'all just thought this was like a regular thigh, right? It's a whole hamstring right here. You know what I mean? They say the hip bone's connected to the thigh bone. They're lying. Connected to the hamstring. This whole thing right here. I'm a doctor.
Crispy, you son of a bitch. Where did you see that news?
What? Damn it, Dad.
Oh, I see it right here. Son of a bitch.
What is it?
Deontay Johnson is going on the IR.
Yeah, that's cool. They should have just done that all fucking ready.
It's still going to retroactive. No, they had to do it before now, so this game counts as a missed game.
Yeah. Oh, this one.
Yeah, because they played tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Good. I was thinking, I keep forgetting they're playing tonight. Good. So we missed 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks at minimum.
Yeah. Well, 3 weeks because we're already, because tonight's going to count as one of the 4 games. That's what I mean.
Yeah. So they have short-term IR too. So it could be, what is it? It's the shortest 3 weeks or is it 4?
I think the shortest is 4.
Yeah. So at minimum,
4
weeks.
And let's see.
Sucks a lot of dick, but you know what?
Sucks.
We didn't draft them high where it should be fucking us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone drafted him higher than the 5th, even in a single QB league. That's probably the absolute highest that anybody would have drafted him. And a lot of times, 8th, 9th round. I mean, I saw that happening a lot in single QB leagues. Kevin said, should I trade Chase? Well, the problem is if you're going to trade Chase, you're not going to get what you want from him. So it's probably just something you want to hold.
If somebody could give me 3 badass starters, I'll do it. I'm not going to sell Chase like he's doing bad. Even though, see, that's the thing. When you're on the other side trying to acquire a Chase who's having like 2 bad outings, this is what you're supposed to do. But you're never like, here's fair value for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're trying to come up. You feel me? Because it's the stock market. But when you're on the flip side and you have Chase, you don't fucking panic. And if you're going to sell, you fucking get the world because you still Chase. You know what I mean?
And that's the tough part is because, like, I mean, I always kind of use the analogy of whoever the better player is like worth $1. You know, like it's going to be tough to trade Chase $1 for $1 somewhere. You probably, if you're trading him away, it's probably to get a couple quarters, you know, like multiple pieces that equal a Chase, maybe.
Like maybe there's an AJ Brown person that's like, hey, I hate AJ Brown. You hate Chase? Swap, huh? And I'd be like, okay, I'll take Chase. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen, though.
Nah.
I might even, matter of fact, I'm usually the guy's like, I got AJ, you got Chase. How do I have both of them?
Yeah.
Somehow.
Okay, good. And I thought that I was missing something with Buddha. I was like, why the fuck didn't I hear about that? And Marty said it was like 20 minutes ago. So that's why we did. Like, literally just happened. And Tino said, I'm in the Bay Area. There's a ton of nude beaches here. Don't go. Yeah, there's one nude beach in San Diego. Never wanted to go. Because like everyone who'd gone, they tell the story. It's nothing but like super old, crusty people out there. Mm-hmm. It's never, you know, it's never like you want. Never a whole bunch of just like 25-year-olds just running around naked.
Yeah, when I was 18 years old, I went on a cruise, and we would go up to the top deck to smoke weed because that was the only way we can get away with it. This is a long time ago, 18 years ago, actually, 19, whatever the math is. Fucking. And when we get up there during the day, I mean, we would go up there at night and smoke, right? And then now I'm about to smoke during the day. I just go up there, and it's a fucking nude tanning shit up there. Yeah. And the guy goes, because there's a guard there. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm just trying to act like, you know, I'm like, what are you doing up here? Oh, I'm smoking weed. No, I'm like, oh, I was just, you know, looking around. He's like, oh, you don't want to go back there? And I said, oh, really? He's like, oh, yeah, they're all naked over there. And I'm like, really? He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, you don't want to go? You should go. I shit, hell yeah. Go there. All dudes. Old dudes, crusty. And I should have expected that because it's like,
I think that's what sucks about the any nude something. It's probably always going to be a sausage fest somehow.
It's all these dudes that they're over there. They're like, yeah, let's go find some naked women.
Yeah, everyone's got the same idea. Let's go see some naked chicks.
Except for that one guy.
Chicks aren't like trying to be out there.
And there's that one guy who actually likes seeing naked men. He got it all figured out. Huh? He's, I'm going to the nude beach. All sausage. Shit's funny.
Oh man, crazy ass people. All right.
I mean, whatever. Like, remember that one dude plays the guitar in his underwear in Times Square?
No,
I saw him in 2011 too. I don't think they wouldn't let him just do that no more, huh?
I don't know.
You know
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Like, you know, in Times Square, there's
you said the naked guitarist. I automatically went to like Forrest Gump and Jenny.
Yeah, no, but this dude, he's out there in like tighty whities and boots and a cowboy hat. He's playing tunes and shit, and people would tip him and shit. But he's just out there with his shit hanging out for real. You know what I mean? That's one sheet to the wind. You know what I mean?
All right, let's jump over to the Carolina Panthers. DJ Chark, he's got the hamstring injury, and we'll see if he plays tonight. There's been a whole lot of nothing with them, anyways, and one of their starting guards is out. Or, well, I mean, I guess he was someone who didn't even play last week, and then Brady Christensen out. So just multiple guards, you know, out over there since at least 2 as of now.
For who?
Carolina.
Ooh.
Not good for the Rook. Yeah, and they put Christensen on IR. So, like, that's, 4 weeks of without him. Chicago Bears, man, they're dropping like flies out there. Eddie Jackson went down. Brisker went down.
Kyler Gordon's on fucking IR or whatever it is.
Yep, Darnell Mooney got hurt. What was it with him?
Knee sprain,
knee injury. They said they don't not considered to be serious, but it's raining. It's raining shit over there on Chicago.
Yeah, it is
good. And Fields looks like trash. And their offensive line pieces that were supposed to be so great don't look like it.
Well, even Leatherwood or whatever his name is, he got put on the IR before the season started. Like, they're all bad up front.
Yeah, for sure. All bad. Let's see. Joe Burrow. So we mentioned it on the earlier show, on the Overaction Monday show, that he re-injured that calf injury. He's still considered day-to-day, but still, man, we need him to get right, all the way right.
It's gonna be hard for them to even reality, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's such a deep ass division.
Yeah,
division conference. Again, it's crazy.
And Nick Scott, the safety over there, man, he was solid. Elkin Custo, Jordan Battle got in there for a couple plays. If Nick Scott misses, Jordan Battle will be playing, but it's not like the redraft. I'm going out to pick up Jordan Battle to like start him or anything.
No, couldn't say.
Dax Hill's the man, though. He is the man.
Hell yeah. The mighty Dax, the Tyrannosaurus Dax. I got to work on that.
Now, for everyone who is wanting to know about the Cleveland Browns, so Amari Cooper, they said he's unlikely to play. That was yesterday that they said that. So
they lying to us today?
I don't know. I don't think he's going to play. It sucked that it happened on Saturday. Like, that's the worst thing out of all this is it happens on Saturday, which is their Friday. Not good.
Yeah.
Juan Thornhill, he might not be playing out there, calf injury for
Still,
him.
yeah.
So, he's one of the guys who'll be guarding the tight ends out there. So who knows? Maybe get some tight end play if he doesn't play. On the other side, like Pat Freiermuth. I think that's pretty much it of anybody who's making a difference over there. The Cowboys, Brandon Cooks. It's crazy how they waited so long to just declare him out. But yeah, with that, with the knee injury that he has, he might be missing like 2 to 3 weeks. So I don't even know why they tried to play it all coy.
They play the Cardinals next week. They're not going to bring back Brandon Cooks. They're going to be all right for a while.
Throwing your questions. We're covering some of the news right now, but yeah, we mix in answering questions, and pretty much all the time we are answering questions. We just got to cover the news and get it out to the peeps. All right. And I totally forgot to remind everybody, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe if it's your first time here. If you're watching on Facebook, jump over to the YouTube channel, Fantasy Football Hustler.
Right.
Let's see. Cowboys. So they said, what's his name? Zach Martin. They said it was more kind of precautionary that they took him out because there's whooping the shit out of the Jets at that point.
He was injured to start the week too, so
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's They didn't need him anymore. They're like, it's all good, bro.
So we don't really know the severity and if that's even going to make a difference on him playing the next game. Donovan Wilson, I'm so confused on why they said that he wasn't going to play until like week 6, like in the preseason, but then they never put him on IR. And now it's like every single week we're playing this game where he like is questionable all week. We can't put him into the fucking IR. And then he'll be
down. Ice cream man again.
Man, Bug, you need that change jar right by your right in the studio.
I got 0 cash on me. And I'm going to keep the change, motherfucker. There's no change around here, bro.
What up, Devo? He said, what's happening? Said, just saw Barkley is out Thursday night. Yeah, he has what they're calling an ordinary ankle sprain. And they said he's going to be out about 3 weeks is the timetable they gave us.
Who they playing this week? They play the Niners on a Thursday, huh?
Oh shit, is that who it is?
I think we played that.
I haven't even started looking at week 3 matchups.
Because I remember looking at it, the schedules early in the season, and I was like, oh, okay. Because, they try to do that to the best of their ability when they schedule.
Yeah.
Like they had the Giants go play Arizona, then they could stay in Arizona, in the West Coast, and then go to the Bay, and then, you know what I mean?
Man, that sucks, man. I hate Thursday night games because, like, what if the Niners are just whooping their ass so much that they like CMC only plays 3 quarters?
They're on a mobile QB. It's kind of our defense's kryptonite, even though it's not D'Amico Ryans, and going from solid to D'Amico Ryans was like not really a scheme change, and it isn't really much of a change with Wilkes, but I mean a mobile QB is just nasty. Like when you're a pass rushing ass team, you know what I mean?
And Z Money throw in a comment or something, and just so I know that you're still there and we'll answer your question. And so are you gonna be telling people to start the dumbass?
Fuck no. That was Arizona last week in a bounce back spot. He's the QB1 on the week, bro. Come on, I'm just saying. I don't have any Danny Dumbass, but like when I was getting questions like Danny Dumbass or Russ or Danny Dumbass, or it was a matchup thing. You know what I mean?
I got Danny Dumbass in a spot where I had Rodgers, Danny Dumbass, and Kirk Cousins, I think.
Yeah.
And, Rodgers goes down. Insert Danny Dumbass. Did all right this week.
Yeah, I think that's League 21, right?
Yep. Yeah, team stacked over there, but man.
Because me and you were just going crazy with the trades. Just like arm racing it.
Yeah. And Z Money said 10-man PPR. Do I trade T-Law, Travis Etienne, and Pickens for Derrick Henry and Tua? Nah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't really like it.
What happened with T-Law this past week isn't going to be like a normal thing. I'm going to hold.
It is like it is funny though, because you know what they just did? They just did Steve Spagnuolo things. Let's just pressure him every fucking play.
It's not like T-Law even did that much worse than Tua. Like Tua didn't do that great this week in like normal like QB scoring formats.
I guess I'd rather have T-Law.
I guess if Travis Etienne, as we scroll down farther, we'll see what his issue is. I know he got hurt in the game, but I don't think it he didn't really miss any time in the game or anything.
I mean, that also hurts them. They like to try to run it when they're down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He said also have Richardson on the bench just in case Tua gets hurt. I mean, shit, who you got on your bench for when Richardson's hurt? Because Richardson's already hurt.
Hey, is concussions like, are they contagious? Because, man, it's just them on the same team now, and your fantasy team, the motherfucker that gave him a concussion.
He's just going to be getting blasted a lot. And, even that one, it was kind of fluky, going into the end zone, then the way he gets hit and he just falls and turf. But they play on turf.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall, as they say.
Yeah. And Javier Baez said, which game you watching, the Browns or the Saints? Both, homie. Come on, man. Told you I'm partnered up with VIP Streams. If you guys aren't on it, you need to get on it because it's only $30 a month. And I'm going to have both games on a split screen tonight. So I'll be giving you updates from both games. And not 33. Should I trade Addison and Madison for ETN? Yeah. I don't want Madison. Sucks to lose Addison, but
yeah, why not? I don't know. Who's Minnesota's in a bounce back spot? They're playing the Chargers.
It's gonna be good for Minnesota's offense.
Yeah. So I don't know. He's just mad he's hella heavy on the Vikings. It's not a bad team to be heavy on in fantasy. It does suck that fucking 2 weeks in a row. Madison sucks, but
yeah. And Tino said, "Are they on at the same time?" Yeah, the first game, the Saints game, that starts at 4:15 West Coast time, and then the Browns and Steelers that kicks off at 5:15 West Coast time. So yeah, gotta have both. It's funny. And Z Money said I didn't even think about that. Yeah, man. And Richardson got El Concusto for those. Maybe you guys missed it because he did solid having those touchdowns and everything.
He has 3 rushing touchdowns in 2 weeks as a rook. I mean, that's pretty good as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
He's already his pace is ridiculous right now. If you pace it out, I mean, it'll be like better than the Cam Newton rookie year. Not passing wise, I'm just speaking solely to rushing, you know what I mean?
And Tino said, LOL, that's dumb. How they going to do that? It's because, man, of this writer's strike and shit. One's being played on ESPN, the other's being played on ABC. They're trying to force your hand to somehow watch both games at the same time.
But also, ESPN owns ABC, apparently.
Yeah.
Or the other way around.
No, ESPN owns, well, and really it's Disney that owns ABC and ESPN, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think and we have multiple double headers on a Monday this year. I think we even got one next week.
I don't know about that.
Check it out.
Let's see.
Yeah. I think it's going to happen like 4 or 5 times this year.
Yep.
Unprecedented.
And even next week, let's see. Times are 4:15 and 5:15. See?
Come on.
Hey, guys better get on. I'm telling you, only $30 a month. Send me a message. I'll get you guys hooked up with it. And I can also place the link in the chat where you guys.
Yeah, are they only showing the games on ABC for local, like to that team?
No, ABC's national. So that's
but I know. But so I'm just saying though, because when they used to do those random, when they were moving games around during COVID time,
yeah, it was not like
games that got moved. It was like it was local coverage only. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not going to be like that with these ones though.
Good. I'll be really mad.
They're trying to do things to to compensate for their advertisers with no new shows or anything like that. So that's really what this is. It's like ABC filling screen time. Not a bad way to fill it.
You ain't lying.
And let's see. We got 49ers fan for life. So came back in today and he said, "What's up? How y'all doing?" And he said, "I'd like to see the 49ers hat because Bogard was the Highsman yesterday, not the Niners."
You know what I'm saying? I was a rep for the sponsor. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. And Jared in the house. Shout out to the Houdat Nation. What up,
man? He's excited. He got his Saints on a Monday.
And he said, "I'm thinking about starting B-Rob the Mob over Sir Joe Mix-a-Lot." Let's see. Hold on. Let's look at the schedules real quick.
They're playing the Rams, the Bengals, playing the Rams
on a Monday.
Washington is playing
the Bills.
The Bills.
Man, Bills were shut down.
I probably play. I mean, I can't get away from B-Rob the Mob, but if you had to make a decision solely based on the matchup, I don't know if it's so much that the Raiders can get going on the Bills on the ground because they didn't really attempt to run on them. They're playing from behind so much, they just abandoned the run. Yeah. Versus week 1 with the Zach Wilson-led Jets ran the fuck all over the Bills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to gauge that.
As of right now, they're kind of like a bottom 12 team of giving up points to the running back.
And they're usually like in the top 16 of the league against the run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like
better than middle of the pack.
It's not like they're doing like Tennessee or like Cowboys numbers right now where they've like shut out every running back that's played them this year.
Yeah, because even my Niners just got destroyed by a little fucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's gonna skew the numbers when you look at overall right now. Because we shut everyone out week 1.
Yeah, it's tough to come off B-Rob right now. And I mean, just the game that he had last week. Yeah, I think I'm going B-Rob. I mean, the what's it called? The Bengals just look a little broken right now.
You can't run on the Rams.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, in the past year, yeah. Actually, it's more like a pass catching running back does his thing. CMC just runs through everybody, bro. So I can't really gauge it on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been doing that since Carolina.
Let's see. And Jay said Shaheed in my lineup tonight. There we go. Who dat? There we go.
Looking for that. He's looking for the big plays.
And Jenna said, should I trade Tyreek Hill for Olave and Nick Chubb? Man, I mean, that's the definition of trading high on Tyreek Hill. But I just think outside of New England, and he's probably going for like 200 like every game.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm all banged up and like I'm 0-2 and like I'm talking about all banged up, like if I had all the injuries, like and Madison, like say I had like Madison and Saquon and fucking, you know what I mean? Well, JK and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might consider that, but man, call me crazy. You might be able to get more.
This is funny. Tino said, I refuse to watch ABC until they bring back TGIF. I know. Whatever happened to predictability?
I'm just saying. That's what, when I was a kid and I wouldn't go out like as a kid, not until like I got to like junior high. You know what I'm saying? Where you're out kicking it and running the streets and shit. Bro, I was looking forward to TGIF. I was like, it's Friday. And the motherfuckers was talking about that shit, that and like Monday Night Raw on a Monday morning.
4:20 a.m. radio said if you have ESPN Plus, you can watch the game on your computer, tablet. Yeah, but you can't watch it on the TV, man. Like, not everyone's trying to watch a game on a tablet or a computer.
You can watch it on TV. You can
or if you have like a Fire Stick, right?
Yeah, or you can mirror it, or you could fucking like I can mirror anything on my phone to the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what up, Brittany? She said, what up, Huss and Bogey? Should be an easy win for the Saints. Who dat nation?
Should be.
I mean,
I still like the under in the game too. I just don't know if like
all these division games are so close because they were like all the teams were trash last year.
And if you think about it, like I wouldn't be surprised if like Carolina is keeping Carr in check early. And then Bryce Young comes out to an early jump because they don't know what to expect from him. You know what I'm saying? When like we have like years and years of like Carr film, maybe only 1 week of film with him and the Saints.
Yeah.
Couple preseason drives even.
Yes, sir.
But everybody knows Carr, bro.
Yeah. And even though you can watch these games on ESPN or whatever, ESPN Plus, you still can't do the split screen. So that's why I just want to remind everyone. That's why you want to sign up for this VIP streams service, because there's going to be multiple Monday night games with games going on at the exact same time. You want to be able to get some split screen action. Peacock said I could watch ESPN Plus on my TV. Just download the ESPN app.
Boom. You just got to have one of them smart TVs. You can't have one of them dumbass TVs.
And Javier, so the game, or Javier Baez fan, the game tonight is there's one on ESPN and then there's one on ABC. So there's 2 games going on simultaneously.
Yeah, the ABC was the earlier game, right?
Let's double check.
I don't know which one game is early though. Oh, I think the ESPN one is the Steelers Browns.
The ESPN one is the Saints Panthers, and that's
so the Steelers Browns is first. Cool.
Yeah,
let's get it.
Yeah, and then Browns
Steelers. A lot riding on that game.
5:15.
Got a lot riding on that Steelers game, bro.
And don't forget to grab some squares in tonight's game. I chose the Browns and the Steelers because it's the later game. It'll just give us more time.
Wait a second.
Fill it all up.
So that's the ABC one. So the ESPN one starts earlier.
ESPN one starts earlier. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and we got a bunch of squares that need to fill. I think there's like I think we got 40 filled right now. So I'm gonna post this up in Patreon. And
so the Steelers game is the later one. That's
Steelers game is the later one. Yeah.
I've confused myself.
The Steeler game is the later game, and it's on ABC. All right. And Peacock said 4:20 local time. Yes, sir. Yes,
nice.
Sir.
Get high, my friend.
Brittany said, I love Bryce Young when he was at Alabama, but the NFL is too new for him. I just don't see him doing much right now. Yeah.
Well, I could get behind that.
I mean, their whole offense is all just kind of thrown together. I mean, nobody's even on the team. Well, I mean, I'm not talking linemen or trenches or anything, but nobody's even on the team like from last year except like Chuba. And Tina said, is there a Monday Manning show still?
Yeah.
Right?
The ESPN, whatever game ESPN's covering.
Yeah. Carl said, what I want to do is record the ABC game, watch the ESPN game so I can flip back and forth between both games. One live, one on DVR. By doing that, you can rewind and fast forward both games whenever you want. That's true.
Split the screen, maybe?
No, well, he's saying going back and forth.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was ADD. I'm just, I'll just split the screen and see it all there.
All right. And Max, he said, thoughts on Gibbs and Garrett Wilson for Jamar Chase and A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon's kind of like nothing.
Growing.
Yeah. I mean, I like it on getting Jamar Chase. I mean, I still do think Gibbs and Garrett Wilson are going to outscore Jamar Chase, and Dillon will just be a bench guy if that.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'd rather have, see, you know why this is the thing, right? Because Gibbs, people are still waiting to see it. Because if they saw it, they're not moving him. And people don't like Zach Wilson or throwing at Garrett Wilson, and people are worried about Joe Burrow and what it's looked like. So
yeah,
I'd almost rather have the Garrett Wilson Gibbs side, just because it's like Dillon still has Aaron Jones coming back eventually.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And you look like trash in yesterday's game.
Yep.
Versus a team that he probably shouldn't have looked like trash again.
4 yards of carry for like that first half, and then it just went away.
Yeah. All right. I don't know why Patreon's not letting me post this from my computer. Dang it. Won't let me post it on Patreon on the app either. What the shit? All right, guess I'm just posting on Facebook for now. But grab some squares, peeps. If you don't have the link, let me know. And I'll send it to you. Only $6.50 per square. And Peacock said, I never understood why it's pronounced Chuba instead of Chubba. He said, I guess there can only be one true chub. Max said, I moved Ken Walker for Gibbs. So there's that to add. Well, I mean, I don't know. That doesn't matter. That's already over and done with. What up, PB and waivers? What's going down, bro? All right, let me finish just posting these over to the group real quick. And then we'll jump into a few more injuries. And we're going to get out of here pretty soon because we're going to be back for the Monday Night Football games in like an hour-ish. All right. So let's see. Who else we got over here? Denver's the next game, or the next team here. Yeah, Greg Dulcich got moved to IR late last week. Yeah, really, they don't. I mean, now that Judy's back, they don't really have much going on over there. The big injuries for Detroit. So one of their guards went down with a knee injury. David Montgomery. So it's weird. So I keep hearing different things about like David Montgomery's thigh and quad and all that. Because now I've heard that he's like day to day. So this is just very weird how this whole thing is playing out. So let's just make sure that we pay attention. Let's make sure we pay attention. And Robert said got Burrows. If he's out Monday on waivers, is Stafford, Carr, Stroud. Is any one of those guys worth picking up? Is that what you're going to say? Okay, so I guess when Amon-Ra left the field, it was a cramping issue. What was going on while he left the field?
That's way better than ankle or anything, because that's what they were doing. They were tending to his leg.
Yeah.
He probably cramped up his leg. Stay hydrated, my friend.
Oh man, and now let's get over to Green Bay. So one of their guards, it was sprained MCL. Elgton, yeah, Jenkins. Yeah, not too good. And then the rookie, Lucas Von Ness, elbow injury, got hurt, left the game.
What is he? He's a DT.
So they have him as like an outside linebacker.
Oh, okay, that's what he is. Yeah, he's an outside linebacker. My bad.
Yeah, so I thought that he was going to get used more interior on the D line, but he's pretty much just been getting used like an edge rusher. Let's see. We got to monitor David Bakhtiari, Christian Watson, Aaron Jones. We got to monitor all of them throughout the week. It's a hamstring injury for Watson and Aaron Jones. Always a knee issue for David Bakhtiari.
Just never came back from that ACL still, really.
Yeah. What up, Hess? What's going down, bro?
What up, Hess?
He said the hardest working channel in fantasy. Hell yeah, man. Always grinding.
Hell yeah.
So for the Houston Texans, okay, so Laramie Tunsil, Jimmy Ward, Jalen Pitre, those are the guys who are out. We're going to be monitoring their status all week. Eric Murray, so he was the replacement for Pitre, Elkin Custo, during the game, got ruled out. And let's see.
They play hard.
Yeah, for sure.
D'Amico Ryan.
That's pretty much the main pieces over there. Indianapolis, Anthony Richardson, Elkin Custo. We'll see if he's going to miss more. We'll see if he's going to miss any time. We're just going to have to be monitoring his practice all week. But go get the Ginsu because we won't know if he's going to play until like Friday at the earliest, Sunday at the latest, because I guess he could get cleared on. No, I think you have to be cleared on Saturday, right?
He went right into the concussion protocol. I remember even on Red Zone they announced it.
Yeah,
they're like he's officially in the league protocol, concussion protocol. So that count as does that count as day one, or is that then day one starts the day after?
It should count as day one.
Yeah. So you know, if he's in a limited Friday, he's gonna play. Like, look at Troy Anderson. He didn't report his symptoms until Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So there was no shot for him playing, right? Quay Walker, concussion, you know, ruled out of the game real fast. You know what I'm saying? Got cleared by Saturday. You know what I mean?
Man, this is bullshit. And Peacock said also for Houston, I don't know how to pronounce Taveri Thomas. He was pretty much, I think it was like their nickel. Man, he was doing solid over there. And they said broken hand. Tough.
With the cast.
Yuck said, I've been in concussion protocol for years, you savage. And what is this? D-Ho Guap said, cheers, quick question for y'all. Got Connor, Mixon, Ramondre, B-Rob, and it said, who do you figure I should sell? Need a wide receiver bad.
Connor, sell high on him right now.
Yeah.
No one's going to buy Mixon off you, and you don't want to move those other guys. Connor had a big game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sell his ass. Fuck Connor.
Jay said Adams was cleared from concussion today. Really?
Yeah, it was. I don't know about clear. They said he was fine, no? They said that he seemed. That's what Josh McDaniels said. He said Adams seems fine today. That's what he said.
Yeah, we'll see how.
When you get a concussion, you still go through the protocol. It's 5 days, no matter what.
We'll see how he's progressing through all this stuff.
Unless he didn't get put into the protocol at all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So.
Because, if you get put into the protocol, I mean, you're not clearing it in 1 day.
Yeah, it's 5 days, no matter what. It's a protocol.
For the Jaguars, Josh Allen. Oh, man. Sprained shoulder. Shoulder sprain. He is day-to-day as of now.
Who's that?
The black Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah, that one sucks.
Yeah. Says day-to-day, shoulder sprain. Travis Etienne. So I was wondering what the hell he went out for. So it was cramps on what happened.
Yeah. This is Florida. You know, that's what's crazy about playing in Florida, too.
Yeah.
During this time of year, it's still hot and shit. Musty.
Real easy to get dehydrated.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. For the Chargers, we're obviously monitoring Austin Eckler. For any IDP peeps, we're monitoring Eric Kendricks as well. Let's see. Salvin Ahmed, groin injury. Jalen Phillips, we're gonna have to be monitoring him. It sucked. I didn't even realize that he was gonna be out until like Sunday. Really lame.
Yeah,
Really lame.
he's a bad boy.
Yeah. Waddle in concussion protocol. So we're gonna be monitoring him all week. For the Vikings, let's see. Marcus Davenport, he got hurt during the game. Was it ankle injury for him?
He was coming off of an injury too. I don't know if it was even an ankle.
Yeah.
Might have got a new injury.
Crispy said bruised ass out for 4 weeks. Pause. Oh man. And JJM, he said, how's Lamar's injury? Let me see. Yeah,
he got dinged up.
Yeah, what was his issue? I don't even think he has an issue. I don't know why he has the questionable tag. It's funny, like here where I'm reading this, it's only give like usually whenever they're here and it says questionable, it'll say what happened in the game or whatever. It doesn't say anything for him.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
His feelings are hurt.
Yeah. Hi, Noble. All right, let's see. Who else we got over here? Nothing really worth talking about for the Rams. Let's see if Puka, if he shows up on the injury report again, maybe they're just gonna like, I don't know, not practice him so nobody can see anything about him or something. Who the hell knows?
It is kind of weird. You miss a Thursday and a Friday. It's like, damn, bro, and you still get installed into everything. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You don't see that with a rookie.
What up, 804 boy? Said, what's up with Ayuk? So he's just someone that we're gonna have to monitor like this week because let me see, it was left shoulder issue. So he said it was an AC sprain on his left shoulder. And I mean, he's day to day. They haven't talked about him missing any time or anything like that. And JJ, all it said was that Jackson suffered a stinger. Oh, okay, late in his hand. Okay. Hey, Steamboat in the house. What up? What up? Let's see. New England's the next team up. Man, I mean, they had people dropping like flies. So Marcus Jones, it was a shoulder issue for him. Jonathan Jones was already out. They had they had a guard and a tackle out. Like, man, it is all bad right now. And they put an offensive lineman on the IR like last week. So yeah, it is it's just ugly for the Patriots right now. For the Saints, Miller, he's questionable. Let's see if he actually goes out there and plays or not tonight.
Yeah, he was on that hammy. That happened like the last week of preseason, so I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets in there in the mix tonight.
Yeah. Saquon and the Giants, man. So we talked about earlier, he has an ordinary ankle sprain, and the Giants said that he should be sidelined for like 3 weeks. One of their guards suffered a concussion. He went out and never came back. That's not going to be good for who is it? Matt Breida. Don't start.
Yeah, I mean, he's like scat backy, I guess.
Please don't pick up and start Matt Breida. Do yourselves a favor. Don't do it. Let's see. So for the Jets, Quincy got hurt. Quincy Williams, knee injury. Michael Carter got an elbow injury. Tony Adams, hamstring injury. All those guys got hurt during the games.
Yeah. And, that would make sense where they're getting ran all over. Those injuries could have happened early in the game because at one point they were just like, yeah, just run on us.
Yeah. And for any crazy people who playing leagues with kickers, I don't know if you even know if you noticed that Greg the Leg was out. It was like last minute, like type of thing where they said that he wasn't playing.
Who does he kick for now?
The Jets.
Oh, yeah. They're just all cursed.
Yeah, for sure.
Even the kickers hurt. What in the fuck? I'm just saying though, bro.
So for the Eagles, so Vontae Maddox got hurt during the game. Boston Scott got hurt during the game. Quez Watkins got hurt during the game. Ken Walker didn't even play. Neither did James Bradbury, Reed Blankenship. So they got a lot of players that we're going to be monitoring this week on both sides of the ball.
Oh, Ken Gainwell.
Oh, yeah. Who did I say? Ken Walker?
Yeah.
Sorry, stricken that from the record. Kenny Gainwell.
Yeah, it's a rough 2 weeks.
Yeah. Steelers, man, the Steelers and Browns game, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking of how it's going to be like super ugly.
Under?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I already like it.
Yeah, because Deontay Johnson, I mean, he's out.
Cooper
Scooper, we think is going to be out. Pretty much said he was unlikely.
Yeah, fuck him.
Fucking George Pickens only got in one limited practice this week on Saturday.
So he might not even go.
He might not even go. I mean, they didn't say one way or the other, but yeah, it's literally his only practice of the week. And who else is it? And then Cam Hayward is out for the Steelers. I mean, they threw him on IR earlier this week.
Run on them.
Anthony McFarland's out. It's crazy how he was getting like so many random like touches, way more.
I mean, like, yeah, while everyone was like, "Oh, Jalen Warren."
Yeah.
I mean, this guy Jalen Warren and him are basically splitting that role.
Yeah.
I wonder what a Nick Chubb rushing stat looks like tonight, or prop line.
100.
Yeah, you think so?
I
think like 8. I think they gave him like 80. That should give him like maybe even less. I think that was respect for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it was.
When
like,
they gave him 80, 85, 86.
Dang it. I gotta log in. They won't show me the props. Let's log in. Let's log in real quick. And Hess said, so do I put Elijah Moore on my flex instead of Pickens? I think so. I mean, I guess what sucks is if Pickens plays and it's just like normal and he gets like 10 targets, you know, it's gonna suck. But I feel like I
like Elijah Moore with no Cooper.
Man, they didn't have any props for today. What the fuck? Oh wait. Now here we go. Wasn't showing up, but now
I'm gonna get this fly when it gets close to me again.
82.5 yards for the chubby one.
Over. You know what? Okay, is this a real thing? They can just stack the box all day? Because it's like, all right. We'll revisit that.
Jay said Pickens is listed as healthy.
They're very good.
Oh, man. Practice didn't matter this week for him. Let's see. Reek Woolen got hurt in the game for the Seahawks. That was no bueno.
It's a bad boy.
I totally forgot that Chase Edmonds plays for the Bucks. But yeah, he was not looking good for him out there.
He sucks.
Yeah. You're gonna see what that MCL injury is all about. And Logan Thomas, that's the last piece. Man, stupid Kareem Jackson. Fucking head.
And I guess it is interesting, like going back to that one trade offer that just had Gibbs in it. Like, you know, Monty could miss some time with the quad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 So I'd rather have Gibbs. Remember, he was trying to acquire Chase.
Right.
Yeah. Hold on. We're holding on right now. We're gonna hold on to this thing.
Yeah. All right. And Steamboat, he said, I sent you an offer for him. He said, you're a real Cowboys fan. That snaps that deal off.
He's over there talking to Gino.
Yep. What up, Alex? He says, should I get Terry for Garrett Wilson? I just don't want to do a wide receiver for a wide receiver trade. It lacks creativity.
I don't know. I think what's the targets looking like for Garrett Wilson? Because I feel like Terry McLaurin, he's just getting healthier. You know? He started off the year with that toe injury.
5 in week 1, 8 in week 2.
I keep Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. We're not getting rid of him. Jamie in the house. What up? What up?
If I had Garrett Wilson, I want Terry McLaurin plus.
Yeah.
And I'm not playing with the plus either. I want like fucking Najee. If he has a bad week tonight, if he has a bad outing tonight, I'm buying Najee everywhere. Fuck everybody.
He ain't about to have a bad night tonight.
I'm just saying if I'm just the offer we're getting sent. Okay.
Run all over the
I got all the Najee too, bro. I need a big night. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Run all over the
more
ground.
Najee now.
We want to see it, Najee. God damn it.
The Jim Schwartz fucking defense, man.
And what Charlie say? I got Burrow and DJ. Should I play DJ Thursday instead of waiting to see if Burrow is all right? Should I get someone like Goff off the waiver?
It's not DJ. His name's Danny Dumbass. And I'm not playing the dumbass against the Niners. Last week, I told people to play him. It was Arizona. He was the QB1 on the week. I don't know. I'm not playing the Niners on a short week.
Yeah.
He's playing the Niners, right? Yeah.
Marty said, why the fuck did Jonnu get more targets than Pitts? Because Pitts is like the focal point of the defense.
And they run a ton of 12 personnel. And it's fucked up too because like Pitts blocks better than Jonnu. So I bet you if I did a deep dive, I see Pitts and Jonnu's routes run per dropbacks probably not far off from each other. Plus Arthur Smith was part of the regime that drafted Jonnu Smith to Tennessee. You know what I mean? That's why you brought him in. Like, come here, my boy. Play my system.
All right. Get some squares, guys. That's what I'm going to be doing for the next hour, trying to get these squares filled. Just posted on Facebook. Just posted on Patreon right now. And I see some squares went right away. So go ahead and go grab some squares, peeps. Go ahead and do that now. And Stale Pork Chop in the house. How you doing, bro? How you doing, bro? I know you said you were in the ER last night. How you doing? Smokey the Cat. Any picks for tonight? I mean, kind of sucks. Bet like Monday night and Thursday night and Sunday night. It's like more fun just for like all the games on Sunday because Saints -3, Panthers +3, 39.5. I feel like everyone's hating on the Panthers so much. And I don't know if the Saints just like whoop their ass like that. I think I would take the Panthers like +3. Probably go on the under though.
I think the Saints will cover that 3.
Good.
Because the defense could score too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He is a rookie. They can't get the run game going with Miles Sanders. It's already gonna be tough to run on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the Browns -2.5. I would take that.
What did Derrick Henry do week 1 against the Saints?
Not that much.
Right?
Not much at all.
That's your quintessential stack of the box like defensive plan, right?
Yeah.
And they still had DeAndre Hopkins out there.
Yeah.
Right? Who's there to take the top off for them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd do the Browns -2 in the under on the 39. That's what it is right now.
I like that a lot.
And Steamboat said, is there such a thing as the focal point of the ATL pass game? It's pretty non-existent right now.
I guess it's Drake London, bro.
Yeah.
The focal point is like the running backs, right? Because even in a bad game script for most of the game, they were still every time they got back in the game, they tried to run Algier again. That was fucking annoying, bro.
Dang, this is crazy. Jaws said Flea Flicker hasn't been Sean Pickens as injured at all. Dang, I mean, he was questionable on Sleeper all week because like he didn't even practice like Thursday or Friday. Got in the limited on Saturday though.
So that's good because that's their Friday, right? Yeah. When you play Monday.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that counts, that last practice before the walkthrough.
Yeah. Stale said just got out. Okay, so out of the ER, he said my kidney stone surgery is about a half hour ago. Everything went smooth. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
He said it was a big stone, but it wasn't going to pass on its own, so I needed to put me to sleep, shove tubes up the no-no zones, and grab it. At least you were asleep.
Yeah. It was crazy. My girl, she had gallstones just out of nowhere. Like it was like 2 months ago now. And they had it's a procedure to remove the gallstones because if any of them passes and it goes into like the pancreas, then it's just a wrap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's like emergency surgery, quote unquote, for them to remove that. Then right after that, they schedule you to get your entire gallbladder just removed. Because we could do without it, like the appendix.
Yeah.
Yeah, like probably like another, like I'd say, I don't know, 100, maybe say 500 years from now, we might even just evolve, like not even like be born with those. You know what I mean? Crazy. We used to have tails, right? But we didn't walk upright. You know what I mean? So the tail's for balance, right? You start walking upright, you don't need a tail no more. You know what I mean? Evolution, my friends.
Peacock said Pitts will probably never be anything great while in Atlanta. Yeah, even the Atlanta Falcons fans know that they're wasting him away over there.
I mean,
and
he's been hurt most of the time too. So
Uncle Buck, he said, got Nuka for a 2024 first-round pick. You think I did good?
Sure.
Yeah, because I think that if you only spend a first to get him, that's good. I feel like if I'm selling him, I'd want more than a first, especially if it's like a Cooper Kupp like person that's buying them, because the hype is like crazy right now.
Yeah, it's crazy because all the Samoan cats too, they're all bigging them up and shit.
Yeah, man. He said, so are we back on Pickens or stick with Elijah?
I just like it better, the matchup thing. I mean, okay, here's what I was saying this on the show the other day. Like the last 2 years, and especially last year, the Browns, they were number one in the league when it came to giving up the most 20-yard receptions and up, right? To outside receivers. It's like Jim Schwartz comes in there, and after week 1, I still can't judge it because it's like the Bengals look so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. But then I see Kenny, and then like, how do we judge Kenny Pickett after week 1? He played the Niners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like this is going to be a telling game for what to expect. It's definitely going to be harder to run on them. You know what I mean? The Browns were like, they tightened up their run defense last year too. So they're going to have to throw. Pickens, what do you think he's good for? 8, 9 targets?
I was going to say 10 or 11.
I'll take that over.
I don't think
remove the names.
Because I don't think they're going to be in a position where they're just going to be up and just running the ball like that. Like,
yeah, I think the game script is better for Pickens. Give me Pickens. Because
here's the thing that I'm worried about.
I can make a case for Pickens now. You know what I mean? If that's what you're saying, right? If he's going to get some double-digit targets and I have them losing the game, I have them playing from behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This formula, I mean, it's hard to say with Elijah Moore because we have nothing to base it on outside of Cooper's hurt.
Well, and here's what I'm worried about with Elijah Moore. Him just going up and kind of being, higher on the depth chart. Is he going up against a better cornerback? Is that going to like slow him down? Plus, we really haven't seen any rapport with him and Watson yet necessarily.
I mean, it was all the rage in the offseason, remember?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, in mini camp, he looked so good together. That's what they were saying.
I mean, we only got one. That's what sucks. We only have one game like out of them. So like there's nothing. And the game was just bad all around for both.
Pickens is the play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
And Calvin
all week because this is something that Hess has been asking specifically too. You know what I mean? Brandon Cooks was in the mix there too until they kind of that removed him from the equation, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like, yeah, the George. I mean, and I was off the George Pickens because of the questionable shit all week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many targets did he get last week against the Niners?
7.
Okay.
You know who I think could be a sneaky DFS play is Calvin Austin. he came in and got 6 receptions in the game, like just after Deontay left, because that's when he was actually coming in after Deontay left.
And that's the thing too, is like sneaky DFS. I mean, that might be like a high percentage guy because.
Well, you don't think Allen Robinson would be the higher percentage guy?
No, because like Calvin Austin's like trending everywhere. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Allen Robinson is too. He got more targets and more yards and everything last week.
It's just like in the contrarian mindset, they're gonna think that way. Especially if you're doing a showdown. If you're doing like a 2-game slate tonight, if you're doing both 2 games, I love a Calvin Austin there. If I'm doing like, yeah, there you go. I'll specify. If I'm doing a showdown, I'm trying to find that he might be like the bad chalk. I still don't know if I want to test those corners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I don't know how to base it off of week 1 because it's just like Burrow looks bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Higgins and Chase did like nothing. You know what I mean? For what that's worth. And they even said, okay, this is what they said. They said, we knew Joe Burrow's not going to be too mobile. Oh, that fucker almost won my mouth. Fucking fly.
Oh, man. Oh, man. You guys saw it live. And Kellen said Calvin Austin gem tonight. There you go. And Jacob, I'll shout this out when Bogey gets back after digesting that fly. He said, Frisco. Peacock said, y'all see the Giants come from behind. Pause. Oh, yeah. And let's see. Derek said, how about them Cowboys? Salute to our man Stu. And Jake said, it's because the Cardinals were beating it up. Pause. And Steamboat said, I'll never show Allen Robinson any love ever again. I suffered 3rd-degree burns because of him. Oh, man, that's for sure. I have like so much Allen Robinson from like multiple years ago in Dynasty. And like, I just want him to be a thing so I can either trade him or so he can actually be in my lineup. And like some of the lineups, the Dynasty lineups where I was hurting, Allen Robinson is actually in there in the flex. Derek said it went in my mouth. Pause. A bogey. And Marco said, think about to pick up Josh Reynolds, but not sure who to drop. Yeah, definitely pick him up. I mean, he's good in like a flex spot when you're kind of hurting. Like I played him in a couple places, and it was a big boom. And he said my bench is Wandale. Man, get rid of Wandale like that. Just on your first person right there. Get rid of Wandale. Justin Hill. You could get rid of him.
Apostrophe Dale.
You could get rid of him. Zamir White. You could get rid of him too. I don't think that even if Jacobs does not come back next year, I bet you Raiders go out and draft someone and like pick up a free agent. Like Zamir White is not going to be.
Zamir White was so bad. Like if he was such a bad motherfucker, they would have not even humored the Josh Jacobs shit at all.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we don't need you.
Then Rodriguez, Sean Tucker, Cook, Sam Howell, Pitts. He said all my IDPs are undroppable. I like it. It means you're building.
Hold Sean Tucker. Hold Sean Tucker. Ww's the guy before Tucker?
He's only got to drop one. Just drop Wandale, Justin or Zamir. Just like pick whichever one you want to get rid
of. Look at Hyatt showing up. Every week you're going to try to guess who it is because the focal point of that offense will be Darren Waller and then Saquon. And, you know what I mean? When he's there.
Yeah. And Smokey the Cat said Debo or Kai Ren rest of season. Why would you have to choose? You're going to trade just like one for the other?
Debo?
Yeah. Like, I mean,
okay. All right. 9 targets week 2. What did he get week 1? Remember, there was a guy trying to tell me, Debo, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Remember that? I was like, he's like, Debo with Brock's not even going to get targets. And I'm like, he's pacing for over 100 now, right?
He got 7, so he's averaging 8 a game.
8 a game, 8 times 17. So 7, 6, 5, 8, 9. He's going to go over 140 some targets, 150s.
I mean, that's what he's on pace. That's what he's on pace for right now. I mean, shit. Ayuk. I mean, he got hurt, but whatever. He's got now. Debo has more, per game.
I wouldn't be surprised if Debo out targeted a fully healthy Ayuk anyway, because Ayuk's plays that develop down the field 9 times out of 10, right?
Yeah.
Debo's a higher percentage guy. He's a PPR guy, and he's a do-it-all.
I don't know. It to him right at the line of scrimmage. Like that happens a lot.
Give it to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he'll still get down the field. And then, Brock overthrows him. And he probably would have been like receiver like 1 or 2 on the week.
And and before you swallowed that fly and went into the whole thing, Jacob came in the chat and said, Frisco.
Shout out to Jacob. Let's go. Shout out to the gang. Hey, what's his name? What was I talking about before I went in there? I had a gargle disinfectant.
I don't remember.
The fly could have came off a piece of dookie.
Jacob said in a 10-team league, 200 buy-in, I got Jefferson, CD, Amon-Ra, still got Aaron Jones and Stevenson. Nice. I mean, 10-team leaguer, you should be like extremely, extremely stacked. So good job for stacking.
I'll still have 0 depth in a 10-team because I have like the baddest fucking set of starters ever. I done traded all my shit away to get a top heavy.
Uncle Buck said I need 60 to compete with Crispy tonight. I got Chubb and Derek Carr. Crispy got TJ Watt, and he's down 55.
Oh man,
if TJ Watt throws down another 2 or 3 sacks, I might. Oh man, it's gonna be very hard. But in our format, Derek Carr, I mean, shit, he could score. He could score 40. I mean, it wouldn't be unheard of.
I'm more worried about like how Carolina makes it a game on the other side. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's and to say what if Carolina can get the run going? On the other side, they're gonna run like shit too. So that's why I like the under. You know what I mean?
And it's being down the 55 already. I mean, last week TJ Watt scored 47.
I'm the most annoying motherfucker. I just realized when I say under, because I always hate those people when they come around. Like, man, shut up, I don't want that. I mean, like you want something different, right? But like when you know what I mean, it's just being realistic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's probably
it's
maybe
just
the light skin on them. The light skin on them.
It's not as fun. That's what it is. It's just not as fun. And Marco said, doesn't matter that it's a dynasty keeper. Nah, not in yours. Because I mean, you have so many good players. Like, are those players even going to be guys that you keep? Because isn't it like you keep 10 guys or something like that? It's like those guys aren't. I mean, you're not going to be keeping people that far down your list.
Get rid of Wandale.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Any of those 3 that we mentioned. And Marco said, according to you, my IDP are undroppable. Yeah, man. I mean, you picked up guys that we told you that shouldn't have been dropped, who are dropped by your league mates that you like swooped up on. Uncle Buck said, hopefully Njoku can do his job tonight. I wouldn't bank on it.
He's on a team that runs 12 personnel as their base package, and the other tight end they brought in, he's not even a blocker. They drafted.
Yeah.
Harrison Bryant.
Yeah.
And it's funny too, because that was the Kevin Stefanski draft pick. That one, you know what I mean? Njoku was there prior with the other regime, you know what I mean?
Yeah. A Manster 23. What up? Full PPR. Would you do Josh Jacobs and Ridley for JJ and Pierce? I said my RBs would be Brian Robinson and Mostert after. Well, and Pierce, whoever you'd bring back, right? Man, I would do that to get JJ. Like, it sucks, but like, look at Josh Jacobs. Like, we got any faith in him right now? Like, not really.
Yeah, go get you JJ.
Yeah, he's the best guy in the deal. I say go for that best guy in the deal.
Yeah, and then you just go swoop up Jeff Wilson or something after and just try to lock down that backfield.
Marco said I need 30 points from Warner tonight. I hope it's IDP 1, 2, 3, and you might have a shot.
It's very possible. For real.
Jake, yeah, for sure. I mean, we have multiple guys go over 30 points this week on the linebacker spot. And Jacob said, I think of y'all every time Milano has a pick. Nice. You just remember IDP life. IDP life.
For life.
It was so cool, man, when we were doing the Monday night watch party with Ricky Williams. And like Ricky Williams is like, he goes, it's like the very, very end of the game. Game's like over pretty much. And he goes out on the little like balcony porch like area, literally just like, the little hangout area right outside the hotel room that's like connected to the hotel. And he's like smoking a joint. He sees the interception. He opens the door and he was like, hey, IDP live. I was like, man, it's fucking awesome. Oh no. Marco said, hell no. He said it's my German league, so no IDP 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. Might be tough. I don't know what the scoring is.
What do you get for a sack in the German leagues?
Yeah. I mean, is Pete Warner really going to be out there getting sacks, though, anyways? Like, let me go look at what his stat line was.
What are sacks and what are interceptions? How about that?
Yeah, let's see what
tackling motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
That's why you can't run on them motherfuckers. Him and what's his name? Levante.
Yeah. So he had 3 solo and 5 assisted and a half a sack last week.
See, let's go get a gang of sacks on this rookie, a gang of half sacks.
Yeah, he's got to get more. But going up against Carolina, they're going to try to run the ball a lot. And what if they do have him getting after the quarterback with that beat up ass line for the Panthers?
Are they injured right now?
Yeah, remember we brought it up how they're missing 2 of their a guard and a tackle, I think.
That's right.
And Max said, "Let's go 2024 Texans."
Hell yeah.
Marco said, "Is Matt Breida worth picking up?" I mean, it's going to be a real shit time to start him, but I mean, really, it's like you pick him up to block someone, you pick him up to potentially trade him to someone. What sucks is he plays on Thursday, so it's going to give you 0 time unless you play in a league where it's like no vetoes and like the commissioner can push it through.
Yeah, that sucks, huh? Because that usually has a 2-day thing.
Yeah, so it'd be like impossible to like get a Breida and move him this week.
Never impossible.
And Jacob said, y'all the only IDP league I drafted. Oh, Lacoon. There we go. And all of mine. And he said it's been solid. Hell yeah. He said you're the only IDP pod. There we go.
There you go.
Appreciate you, bro.
We're not the only ones, but they all suck.
Yeah, I mean, we're the only one that's worth worth a shit.
Listen, man, I'm an honest guy. I'm also a nice guy. So I'm nice when I just say they're terrible. I can say worse.
Yeah, and it was actually like listening to different IDP bots. Oh shit! Oh, smoke alarm. Yeah, it wasn't for me either.
Was a car. It was like a van thing driving, beeping that shit.
Nope. There you go.
Oh,
No, yeah, and it's not even
over here too.
I think they're cooking in the.
Oh, it's some smoke.
Yeah, not from me. Yeah, I think it would take massive amounts of joints to hotbox this room to where it would set off the alarm.
And you basically have to like blow it on that motherfucker.
And Jacob said that's a fact. Yeah, because like back, I mean, I don't listen to fantasy podcasts anymore. But when I did, and I was listening to different IDP podcasts, and there was like really only 2 like back then. It was very, very evident that they didn't, or whatever the word is, that they didn't actually watch football, that they just like read off stats and that was it.
What was those fools called? IDP guys?
Yeah, those guys.
I used to fuck with this shit called FNTSY radio. It was like all these fantasy shows, and like you could watch them on YouTube, but they were like after the fact, or you could like, you know, download it and basically listen to it live or like right when it comes out.
Yeah,
on the app, right?
Yeah,
and then like, you know, have all the shows on the app, and they were on there.
Yeah,
and then when I first jumped into IDP league like in 2018, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start listening to these guys. And then every week it'd be like, okay, who was a bad motherfucker in 2018? Like Roquan, right? Oh yeah, Roquan Smith, pick him up. It's like he's not available, bro. What leagues are you? You know what I mean? Like this, you're telling me about all the dopest motherfuckers because basically just reading stats.
Yeah.
That's when you mentioned them back in the day. Like, those guys are whack.
Yeah, because even then, of course, we're going to read the stats from people, but we even tell you, go after this guy. This guy had good stats, but don't chase this guy because of this reason. And this guy has this matchup. And so that's why you listen to us, because we can read the stats with the best of them, but we're actually telling you who you should pick up and start.
Yeah, because one thing that a lot of like majority of those shows lack, even on offensive side, is like they don't even like really point out the snap counts of somebody. You know what I mean? They don't point out, like, you know what I'm saying? They just, I don't know.
Yeah.
They like to point out all these, things that have nothing to do with football, bro. Even perception. To me, that don't really have nothing to do with what we're about to do.
We need to create some advanced analytics for IDP because I know there's probably some like circling, but I feel like if we had some advanced analytics, it just makes us sound smarter. We've created this advanced.
It would be like or like it'd be like, I don't know,
tackle per snap. How about that?
Yeah, or tackles per rush.
Yeah.
Tackles per drop back, because that would mean like routes run.
Yeah.
Right. Those could be a thing. Because you could be like, oh, look at this guy. Like, he gets more his tackles on the routes run. So he's the linebacker that gets more in the coverage versus like, linebackers who are just greasy in the run game. You know what I mean? Or hey, look at his percentages. He's dope in both. Like, you know what I mean? I would love something like that.
Speaking of podcasts, Tina said, have you guys seen That Good Sports?
It's not that good, huh, Tina?
Yeah, it's cutting edge. Uh-oh. Cena 23. Uh-oh, I can't see him.
John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks.
He said, should I give up Debo plus Hollywood for Garrett Wilson and Ken Walker?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That's
people are panicking on Garrett Wilson after yesterday's game. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that in a New York minute, even in my Frisco hat. I'm just saying, I love my Niners, but also, man, if I could level up, this is fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have a Ken Walker over a fucking Hollywood Brown. What in the fuck?
And Jacob said, I remember y'all being LA kids playing fantasy on ESPN. That is why hilarious. And he said, by the way, that sounded smart as some cornball-ish. He said, I listened to y'all because you communicate the same. For sure. And I mean, I was just joking about us, like, oh, maybe we need to do this. We just like sound smart. Yeah, because there's like, I really don't like
like how I did I'm a fantasy doctor now. You know what I mean? Oh, it's an ankle injury, right? Yeah, see, I don't know if you guys know. This is an ankle right here. It is a leg and goes ankle, foot. See what I'm saying?
What up, Bob?
Look, I was very accurate right there.
Spot on.
Killed it.
Marco said, your friend, not for a day. What was it? What'd you say? I don't even know what the hell you said, Marco.
I have a lot of enemies. That's what he's saying.
And Tino said, hush, you going to do a show for the Colorado-Oregon game. Ooh.
Oh, they're playing the Ducks?
Let's see.
Hey, Colorado just wants to smoke with everyone now. Huh? Everyone wants to smoke with them. They're like, listen, we play them, we get famous.
Let's see. Where the hell is this? There's too many. I got to put Colorado as a favorite so I don't have to search for them amongst these like thousands of fucking teams.
When I was asking Steve about how their college league, their college football draft went, right?
Yeah.
I was like, so like, what is it like, bro? Like, you just click like running backs and there's like thousands. He's like, oh yeah. I was like, for real? Oh yeah. He's like, maybe like hundreds. I'm like, fuck, what the fuck? I was like, are they ranked? He's like, because like, he's like Tino's in there cleaning it up because he knows this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tino, every pick, he's like, all right, damn, who do I pick? I got everyone here. You know what I mean? Like, Tino probably got everyone he targeted, man.
Oh man, it was funny. Taco, he's like the smartest guy in the league, like because he actually knows college guys. He was like, but then draft, he's like, I don't know, give me Joffrey Reynolds. It's like the Stampeders. They're Taco NFL football, okay.
No, you know it's a real thing. Like, I used to not get like, okay, I grew up a Niner fan, bro. Jerry Rice came from a nobody school, small school, as they would say, right?
Yeah.
So then, like, just growing up, I was thinking when they be like, oh, he's from a small school. You know what I mean? Like Carson Wentz, right? Mitchell Trubisky, Trey Lance. Oh my God, did they all go to the same college, actually? Oh, Trey Lance and Carson Wentz definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, or like in lack of experience. How about that? Use Trey Lance's example again. Trey Lance, lack of experience, gets into the league. Everything's too fast. Everything's too much. Then he gets hurt. On top of all that, here comes the Brock, right? The Brock, 4 years, of experience.
Yeah.
Experience, period. You know what I mean? Now I know enough to be like, okay, yeah. Like, Corduroy Pimpin' Patterson. He was flashy, right? We wanted him to be a thing when he came into the league. It took a while before someone figured out, okay, hey, Antonio Gibson, receiver converted to running back, only had like 70 touches in college. Then he gets drafted in the 3rd round, so he has to be something.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not has to, but he was set to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then me, I'm crazy because it's Ron Rivera and them that draft him. And then he says, reminds me of CMC. I'm like, I gotta have him.
Remember the guy who was so cutting edge? He was like, man, Antonio Gibson is like, he's the #1 dynasty.
He was picking him up #1. I'm like, you could think that way and still get him way later. Like, he could pick him in the 1st round of a dynasty star. I'm like, all right, do your thing. The next CMC. You know what I'm saying? Like,
people are crazy.
I know crazy. It takes one to know one.
Yeah. All right. So I'm creating the cover for tonight's show because we got the back-to-back Monday night games tonight.
What?
This is gonna be cool, man. 2 Monday night football games this week and next week.
You know what's cool too? My dad, right? He's like, oh, your mom. This is why my mom came through because she was going like to this side of town.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're probably like 10 minutes from me, okay? But she was coming to this side for some reason. And my dad's like, I guess I missed this text. But my dad's like, your mom's bringing you some beer from the party we had. Hell yeah. She comes up holding up like a plastic bag of like all these makeshift beers. Because they kick it. Him and my dad and like his Mason brothers and like, you know what I mean? They just drink on the weekends and or they ride, then they drink, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, hell yeah, shit for the game. Guess game fuel.
Hell yeah. And what Steamboat says, I'm all in for the 4-year starters to get to ball out quickly in the pro style offense.
Right, like the Brock. And then there's the guys that come into the game and they're highly touted. Like, okay, Kyler Murray, bro, he was bad as a motherfucker, bro. And then he gets with a team though, but it's a rookie head coach. You're like doomed from the start, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Like his play calling, the play design, it was just like it just didn't work.
It's too cutting edge.
Way too cutting edge. I remember they were on the 1-yard line one time, and then they ran a draw, like a running back draw, and lost like 8 yards on it. I was like, you're right there. That guy, fire him. They fired him after that year. It's shit like that, bro.
Took them long enough.
What the fuck?
All right. Well, I think it's time to get up out of here.
Real quick, they need to fire Justin Herbert's coach too. Get him the fuck. What the fuck is going on?
He's already gone through one bad coach. Now he needs to go through another one. Get him a coach.
Yeah.
Cali Chi-Town. He said, looking to get rid of Monty and Mostert. Well, Monty has got hurt, so I mean, it might be kind of tough. He said, what players would you target to trade him?
Calvin Ridley, fuck it. Just anyone off a bad week. Just you're gonna notice me just say, go and get someone after they had a bad week, because that's the formula. People panic. Yeah. And I don't think you're attracting too many, what do they say? That's not quite honey if you want some bees, right?
Yeah.
It's like some vinegar. Some flies for that one. That's
for sure.
Attracting the flies on that one. That one stinks.
All right, let's see. Anything else before we get the hell up out of here? And we'll be back. Peacock, if you're hanging out at home, you always got the open invite. Spencer the Guru's out there. You can hop on as well for some of the Saints game or whatever.
Yeah, I wonder if he's covering the game. Where are they at? Are they in New Orleans?
Nah, they're in.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he should be free then.
And what Marco said, pretty sure that my opponent in Mortal Kombat cheated somehow. Probably.
It's basketball, man.
And Peacock, he said the jobs that ask you for a 4-year degree and 5 years of job experience. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you're athletic, right? They'd be like, listen, I know he's not quite the guy for the job, but he's so athletic. The athleticism. Trey Lance, do that thing. He flexes. See you later. Athleticism. At least what's his name's paying dividends right away for people that were like swearing Anthony Richardson's like the next coming of whatever the fuck they wanted in fantasy.
Yeah.
Russian QB, fill in the blank.
Yeah.
I've heard it all. He's bigger Mike Vick. He's dumbass Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Like if Cam Newton was dumb. Right? Boom, Anthony Richardson.
And what Alan say? He said WrestleMania 40 main event's going to be a 4-way between Roman Reigns, the Usos, and LA Knight for the title. Wow. I mean,
so now we're going to see because the Usos, they're feuding too now, right?
Yeah.
They're like solo acts now.
Yeah. All right. Let's get the hell up out of here. We'll be back in like an hour when the game is going to be starting. Grab some squares and go subscribe to the podcast, Fantasy Football Hustler, and the Silver Screen Breakdowns. Even if you don't listen to the podcast, just go subscribe and go hit the download, support the show. We appreciate you.
Just do as I say. Is that what we're saying, right?
Yeah.
Just do it.
Uh-oh. What I'm Jedi say said, y'all missed me. Where's your...
Oh, yeah, we got you, bro.
Oh, he said, y'all, it isn't Ridley. Isn't Ridley plus Puka too much for CD?
Fuck yeah.
I mean, kind of.
I might be able to like dress Puka up with something else and keep Ridley, bro.
Yeah.
If I'm the CD guy, I'm not doing that neither.
Yeah, it probably is too much, but I want more if I had CD though.
I want to sell Puka high like I told everybody to do right when they got him.
Yeah.
Sell that motherfucker high. Fuck it. What if Cooper Kupp comes back?
Hell yeah.
And I totally could be wrong. He could be just like one of the baddest fantasy motherfuckers we've ever seen as far as like waiver wire pickups, etc.
Yeah.
Record setting.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We'll see you guys in about an hour for the games. Peace out.
Peace.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
Everything in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.